All right, hey everybody, what's up? So turkey season is starting here soon in Wisconsin, and in honor of that, I thought I'd do a little giveaway. So this is the very first box call I ever built. This is what it sounds like. Now, this is very simple. It's very unadorned. So what we're going to give away is one that's going to be a little bit fancier. I'll show you here at the end, but what I've done is I've gone ahead and I'm going to show you all the pieces that go into this. But so basically you're going to need a thin-sided board to make your sidewalls. You're going to want a chunk of like 1/4-inch stock that you mill these 45-degree grooves in. I've taken the liberty to do this already, and I actually have all these pieces cut. And then you're going to want a couple of nice sized chunks of 45-degree wood or black wood, whatever. And then you're going to want a chunk of very slightly rounded out wood for your paddle. So what I've done is get all this stuff cut. So here's my paddle. Here are the sidewalls. So these are just rounded off on the top, just a little bit. Easiest way to do that's a bandsaw. Okay. So now I've got everything, and then I've got my base. Okay. So there you go. Got this all nice and fitted up. Now what I don't have on here yet is the wood burning. So I should be flipped. See, this is why I marked these with an eye. I should go this way. So it's all nice and fitted up. There you go. But we have to do a couple of things first. So first we need to drill into the center here for our spring and our screw. So the first thing we're gonna do, or like one of the really easiest ways to figure out where the center of something is you take a known straight line. Okay, and this is, okay. So you take your known straight line, and this just, instead of having to measure all this, we'll speed things up and make sure it's touching angle to angle or corner to corner. Okay, and draw a really nice line through there. Okay, and that is going to give us right in the center for drilling. And we can probably go ahead and get that drilled out right now. And then we're going to do the same thing on the paddle top. We want that to cover pretty well, right? We don't want to set this out here. Although I suppose we probably could. I think we've got, So we'll go ahead and just mark that kind of where we want the edge of the paddle to rest on the call, and just make things a little bit easier. And then we're going to take this just take a speed square, we'll go over the top. We're going to line this edge up with this here. Okay. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, that'll tell us where the middle of our board is. And now we're just going to take our square. Okay, so now we know that when we go to drill our hole, we're going to drill like right there. And that's going to put us pretty much right in the center of that with a little bit of overhang. If we take this, okay, that's the, and we line it up with that, we run that over to the middle. Again, I'm just showing you guys how I do this so you get an idea that this is not like the most complicated thing in the world. So somewhere in here, actually I think it's going to be more like there. See, because if I just line that up, see that second line? So we're going to want to drill on that hole, or we can do this too. I can just go like this. Nope, I'm going to go like this. There's all kinds of ways to do this. Let's see. So yeah, so we need like this. Okay, so then we'll know that wherever these two lines, so yeah, so right about there is where we need to drill our holes. But, so we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so first we're just going to drill the countersink for the go. Okay. It's gonna fit in there and sit really nice and pretty in there. And now we will take our 3/30 seconds. Okay. All right. There we go. There. Get that nice and cleaned out. Okay. So now that we've got everything cut and drilled, we just got to do some sanding and some staining. So we'll go ahead and do that. You guys don't really need to watch that, but just so you know, for what I use for sanding or for staining is just clear gloss, polyurethane, fast dry, Minwax. I'm only gonna sand and stain the tops that are, I'm only gonna sand and stain areas that you're gonna be able to see. So like I will sand and stain this edge and the bottom of this, but inside I'm not, because that's where it's gonna be echoing, making the sounds. So like this block, I'll sand the out or stain this side and these sides here, but I don't need to, but not the inside face. Same thing with this. You know, we'll sand and stain the outside faces, but not the faces that are gonna glue, because we want the glue to hold real nice and tight. So anyway, yeah, we'll do that and show you when that's all done. All right, so we've finished staining or treating our wood. So it's got a nice sheen to it. I don't like to make these too shiny, because you know, the last thing you want is something glinting around in the woods when you're trying to hunt turkeys, and they got pretty good eyesight. But so now we're ready to glue up. So first thing is you want to kind of get everything at least set in place, so you kind of have an idea of what needs to go to be glued. All right. Okay. Just use a little bit of wood glue. there we go. We'll get that dried up. And then we'll get the sides glued on after. And then in the meantime, we're going to wood burn our design in. And then stain this. And then the final bit will be to just assemble the screw and the screw and the spring to make the box work. So, all right. So we've got our stencil transferred onto the paddle here. I'm trying to get that to focus a little better. So this is a turkey sitting on the roost in a cotton tree. We don't really have cotton trees here in Wisconsin, but it was a pattern I found online. I really liked it. And we're gonna get this burned in today. We're using a wood burner. I picked something with a really fine tip so I can follow these tiny little outlines. So this is walnut, and one thing to keep in mind is that walnut is really hard. So you want to make sure that you're using the highest temp setting on your tool. we've got our box lid assembled, okay? And we've chalked up, put some box chalk on the edges and the bottom of the paddle. So there it is. I obviously have a little bit of finish work to do on the pedal. You know, I'm gonna get that finished in, but remember, get to 100 subscribers. I'm gonna give this away to somebody. Who knows, maybe you'll even see me shoot a turkey with it. That might make it even cooler. Leave me a comment below, the state you live in or the state you love to hunt turkeys. That's all you have to do. We just gotta get to 100, and this will be going home with one of you guys. So, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, tight lines, tight chains, shoot straight.